Hi everybody, and welcome to another FitBryn workout. Today we're doing a deep core workout. Let me know how the burn goes. Let me know how this workout goes. For those of you that haven't made it to the channel before, my name is Brenna, and what I've done with FitBryn is I've paired a workout with a podcast recorded by myself, Brenna. And my whole intention is to share my love of fitness with my journey towards greater self-love, greater self-awareness, and ultimately just a more peaceful and intentional and authentic life. It's not me gloating about these things. It's about me sharing my experience and how I navigated different situations that hopefully it can resonate with you. You can feel not so alone in your journey, and you can also just feel like you have a friend going through similar shit to you. I was thinking a little bit, to be honest, I was procrastinating recording this episode. I was feeling a bit intimidated. I was like, oh gosh, like I'm a bit out of practice. I feel like I don't have the momentum as much because my boyfriend and I have just been like moving around, not like moving residences, but we were visiting my family for a little over a week, to be honest. And then they were staying with us, and the weather's really beautiful where we live. So I'm outside, and I'm also just like going through things, which I'm going to get into. So I just haven't been as diligent. I haven't been as disciplined with this YouTube channel, which hopefully none of you have noticed, but I wasn't posting. I think I missed a few weeks of posting. So for that, I'm sorry. And I am back in my game, learning how to edit. Will continue to deliver you, hopefully fire. You feel our fire core videos. So let's fucking get it. But yeah, I kind of lost my momentum, and it wasn't necessarily that I stopped enjoying what I was doing, but it's hard, like starting a channel from scratch and not having like a big pool of resources to like buy equipment, to hire an editor. I also think that there's a lot of value in doing those things yourself. I don't want to get deviated, but I'm gonna go on like an old lady rant where everything is just too easy nowadays. I can just Uber deliver my food to my door and I don't have to lift a finger. And I'm not saying that that's bad for specific situations where you're like, fuck it, I need takeout food. I'm just saying that an over reliance on things being super efficient, being delivered super fast, like an Amazon Prime lifestyle, I think actually makes us way more depressed as humans and way less purposeful. And something that I was listening to, or like some like message that I was hearing today in different podcasts that I was listening to, is like, take away purpose from a human and like you've taken away what it means to be human. To be human is to have a purpose, and for such a long time the main purpose of humans was to survive. That was our main that was our main goal. How do we have kids? How do we carry on the species that we are? How do we survive? Where's food? Where's water? Yada yada yada, you know? And now we live, I mean, not for everybody. So for me, I live in Canada, and I feel like all of my major needs are like able to be satiated, and I'm in a very lucky position because not everybody lives in a country where they have the same kind of affordance. Why am I talking so strangely? Oh my lord, like affordance? Who am I? Anyways, I'm very lucky to live like this, and so I have all of my needs, physical needs, taken care of. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And so what's left is that like spirituality aspect, you know, the emotional intelligence aspect of to know thyself, to become aware of thyself, and to also like see beyond my shape and my form as like a potential indicator of reality. I feel like that was very matrixy of me to say, but what I mean by that is now I'm reaching for the top of the pyramid, which is to think more like, what is the meaning of life? Who am I? And how do I just be present in every moment? And I'm not saying things in that way to make fun of them, but I just realize that it's a very like lucky place to be in, and nonetheless, like, I'm here and I'm on this journey. Okay, so going back to the Amazon Prime lifestyle, everything is so easy. We can do everything with the snap of the finger, but does that mean that we should? We have self-driving cars which can drive for us. Does that mean that we should? I'm opening up a debate and a conversation about AI. Because AI can write my emails, does it mean that it should? I mean, in this instance, yes, because who the fuck wants to write emails? And like, that's a bunch of wasted time. There are definitely certain human activities that are so so mundane. They don't require a lot of brain power. So if you can digitize them and get them automated, then absolutely do that and bring more space into your life. Don't necessarily add just junk food and shit. I don't mean literally junk food. Like, don't just add menial tasks that are not intentional. Be very intentional with that opened up space of time. And I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite, even though I know that I am, because I've definitely fallen into that trap for sure, and I haven't even realized it. Like, we have all of these things that can make our lives more efficient, but we end up still feeling like we're not getting enough done, that we're still like constantly running on this rat wheel, on this hamster wheel, you know? And I think that it's a huge problem in society, that we're feeling a bit empty and purposeless. But also, I think that we're not able to be okay or comfortable with silence and not doing things. Like, it's like we only think that our worth is present, or we only feel our worth when we've just like achieved a bunch of tasks. And also, people run away from themselves, which is why they feel really unhappy and unsatisfied, because I can Uber Eats my food, but is it the same thing as like taking time and effort to be intentional, or to just like cook a nutritious meal for myself and eat it and be present with the food? No, it's not the same. It's probably cold by the time you got it, and they gave you plastic cutlery, which don't do. Science shows that if you eat food that's taken out, try to use real utensils, because it will always taste better. So pro tip for you. Okay, so my boyfriend just came in and told me that I officially have 400 views on a video that I posted today. So a little interruption, but yay for anyone that did that workout or that watched that video. It's a core workout. I'm just very grateful, and that's very surprising and also very exciting. So to go back to my rant about how everything is easy, essentially the thing about YouTube is like, yes, if I had money, I could just throw it at an editor, blah, 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 have them do stuff. But also I feel like there's a lot of value in pushing yourself to do something that you have no idea how to do it, or just pushing yourself to be uncomfortable and to learn something that makes you feel like a total beginner or a noob. I feel like that's actually very important in your life, so that you don't become you don't become comfortable and you don't become stagnant. Always pushing yourself to be a little bit uncomfortable, because that is a purpose-driven life. You want it to be things that you are curious about, that you're passionate about, and I feel like there's a lot of angst in people in their 20s being like, I have no fucking idea what that is. And genuinely, you have to just ride those waves, because that comes with life experience, and that comes with just trying things. Even if you choose something like dishwashing, do it so that you know that you don't want to do it, or you do like it. Meet people, talk with them, so you know what you do like and what you don't like. It's so important just to put yourself out there and to live your life. And also, you'll start to know what you're passionate about based on what you wouldn't mind spending your time on or learning about for the next 10 years. I feel like that's an easy little hack. I want to bring this back really quickly though, because today I was feeling this angst and this quiet anxiety of like wanting to do all of these things. And my partner and I sat down and I had a good cry, because he was like, Brenna, I feel like obviously you and I have not had much of a routine. We've been out and about for weeks now, and also last year we were on a road trip for 3 months. Like, I want a routine just as much as you do, but we also need to have discipline in our lives, and also you need to choose a lane and you need to stay in it. I don't think that my focus is as good as it could be, but that is something for me to push myself to work on. And so something that I am more clear on is the importance of meditation and mindfulness, and allowing yourself to be present and to be in the moment, and also at the same time dedicating time to be focused on a task. You need to take time first though to set up your schedule and to set up your calendar in a way where you're clear about the activities that are really important for you, that you want to do, responsibilities that you can't get out of, and also downtime as well. You need to schedule that. I am not a super like stringent person, So I'm quite flexible in my life. If I'm not able to do something on a Thursday, like I'll find another day to do it, but you want to be relatively consistent with it. And that is something that I'm going to start trialing out in my life because I need it, and I will let you know how it goes. So all of this to say that if you're feeling a bit zigga, that there's all these things that you want to do, be clear with yourself about the activities that you love doing, the skills or the activities that you want to learn more about, projects that you want to start. And then honestly, I talked to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT to make me a schedule, and I'm feeling actually like a little bit better about it. So talk to ChatGPT, tell him the responsibilities that you have, and have ChatGPT help you like create a schedule that works for you to achieve the things that you're curious about and that you care about. So this will be updated in another conversation with you, but discipline, we got to do it. You got to kick that ass into gear. You can't be soft about it, because that is how you create a meaningful and purpose-driven life.